of all, tomorrow is one of two chances. You've got to get through to the next stage. Jose's just said you must take this one and not rely on going to Munich, which is also what we did last year with Barcelona.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's another great opportunity to keep moving forward. Obviously, after a good win at the weekend, it's important we carry on momentum, and yeah, we're not going to be looking to take any prisoners and try and make sure we get the win tomorrow.
Saturday, you look back to your best, more illustrated than with the you work on the touchline. Yeah. Did you feel any different playing for Jose and playing on Saturday?
No, I don't think I felt different. Well, yeah, actually, with a different manager on the touchline, obviously it feels a bit different. But no, I've been myself. I've been feeling good since the start of the season, since I've got back from the injury. I've been working hard in training every day, and yeah, it was nice to get the win.
Just one final one from me. How's your brother taking his new campaign? Because I'm never sure now if I'm speaking to Dele Alli or Dele Alli's brother.
Nah, it's always been Dele. I haven't changed since ever. It's been a good journey here at Tottenham with Poch, and a lot of thanks. But I'll never change no matter what happens. I think that's always been important to me, to make sure I stay true to myself and keep working hard. And yeah, I'm feeling good. So.
Hi Dele. You mentioned feeling good against West Ham. You obviously played in a bit more of an advanced role, obviously with Eric. With the two players behind you in a defensive role. Did you enjoy the freedom that you had on the pitch going forwards?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of space when I'm playing in the number 10 role. It varies a lot because sometimes there's not a lot of space in there, and you can't get in the ball quite as much. But in the game at the weekend, there seemed to be a lot of space, so I enjoy getting in there, linking up with the forward players, and helping the team as much as I can.
And we saw you link up with Harry much more than we have seen you link up with him in previous games. Do you think that will be important in creating more goals this season?
Yeah, Harry makes it very easy for me when I'm playing in the number 10 because his movement, and he's a world-class striker. So it's always a pleasure to play with Harry. But there's a lot of attacking threats in this team, and it's a pleasure to be able to work with them every day and train with them. Harry is obviously, like I said, we've been playing together for a long time now. We know each other very well. And yeah, he makes it easy. Just got to give him the ball and let him score.
Hello, Dele Alli from PressBureauTV Portugal. We are live to Portugal. I would like to know your opinion about Jose Mourinho, and what are your first impressions during these first days?
Yeah, I think his achievements speak for themselves. He's very experienced and he's won a lot of things. So it's a pleasure to have him here. Obviously, we haven't worked that much together yet. We haven't had that long. And with the games coming so quickly, you don't have much time to really work that much on the training field. But yeah, like I said, it's early doors, but he seems nice.
Hi, Dele. It's been quite an eventful week at this football club for the players as well. Have you managed to communicate at all with Mourinho Pochettino?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's clear to everyone how much the Poch meant to the players. Being here for nearly 5 years now, he's seen me grow a lot as a person, and he's helped me a lot. I come here as an 18-year-old, new to it all, and I've been through a lot of ups and downs here, and he's helped me through all of them. So, I can't thank him for enough. And yeah, I think it was important straight away. As soon as I found out the news, obviously I was very upset, but I tried to get in contact with him, and the next day I went to see him. So,
can you share with us what kind of conversation you exchanged?
Yeah, it was just a conversation between two friends. Like I said, he's helped me through a lot. I've seen him more than I've seen my own family in the last 5 years. So it was very tough for me. But this is football, and things change all the time. So we know what we have to do. We have a job to do. We have to keep moving forward. But for sure, he's definitely someone I'm going to stay in contact with. And it'll be different because now he's not my manager. But at the same time, he's an amazing person. And like I said, he's helped me a lot throughout my career, not just in football, but in life as well. So I owe him a big thanks.
So you were thanking him. What did he say to you about you and your future?
We didn't really talk too much about that, to be honest. Like I said, we spoke a lot about football when he was here. So, obviously, after I heard the news, I was very upset, and I couldn't wait to see him and just speak to him. And I think it was just important. We have a great understanding. I'm a Tottenham player. We have a new manager now, so I look forward to working with him. But like I said, it was sad to see the Poch leave, and we'll stay in touch. So our conversation wasn't really too much about football. It was more just as two friends having a conversation.
Dele, first of all, just to take that on, is there any sense of guilt, either personally or as a group, over what's happened to Maurizio?
It's a tough one. I think I'd be lying if I'd said, you know, when it first happens, you think you just blame yourself, obviously, when you're sad and, you know, you don't really look at the big picture. But we've had some amazing journeys together. We've grew together, I believe. All the coaching staff that was here and the players, you know, we've all grew. We've achieved a lot in terms of where we come from. So, you know, we're all very thankful to him. But, yeah, I think, you know, you can't help but feel a bit to blame because obviously we was out there. But then when I look back, you know, I gave 110%, and so did all the players. And sometimes it just doesn't work out. And the chairman made a decision, and like I said, we owe him a lot of thanks. But now as players, you know, we have a new manager here, and we owe the club a lot as well. So we have to make sure we get back in good form and start winning games again.
And just on yourself, you've heard a lot of criticism of yourself this season.
Yeah.
Even some people who you've even worked with, Gary Neville, who you worked with at England, ex-players. Has it shocked you how quickly some people have jumped on you?
Not really. You know, playing in the Premier League, playing in all the top competitions, you expect to, when you're not performing, to be criticised. But I think for me, you know, obviously, I've been playing professional for a few years now. I'm still young. I've still got a lot to learn and to improve on. But I'd like to think I'm an experienced player now. And yeah, I think it's just important that you know, you listen to the right people. Some people will always have an opinion. I think it's great as well, obviously, with social media and all stuff like that everyone has a chance to have an opinion in after games and things like that. So if you get too caught up in what other people are saying that don't really, you know, their opinion doesn't really, it's not going to help you, then you're going to go one way, which is down. So I think you just have to keep looking forward. I know what my focus is. I know what I need to work on. I'm my own biggest critic, so I know when I've had a bad game. But yeah, I think some people's opinions are for the right reasons, and some people are just saying it to, like you say, jump on the bandwagon. But I know where I am in my career. I want to keep improving, keep moving forward, and you know, we have a manager here now with a lot of experience, and I'm very lucky to have worked with two great managers so far now, and obviously with a new manager coming in here, I'm looking to learn new things as well. So.
Got Sammy, then John.
Dele, talking about your form, can you actually describe what you think about how you're playing, how not well you're playing? And can I also ask you about the whole England thing? Obviously, you've dropped out of the squad after the last couple of squads, one of them because of injury. Looking ahead to the Euros, I'm guessing that's something that is that one of your targets?
Yeah, of course, I want to be in the England squad. I think it's every player that gets picked to play for their country at any time, you know, it's a huge honour. And I have to do everything I can. I can only blame myself for not being in the squad. I can't blame Gareth or, you know, any of the coaches there. I can only blame myself. I have to keep working hard and make sure they don't have an option, you know, to leave me out. And I know that I started the season slowly, obviously picking up an injury in one of the pre-season games, which was very disappointing for me. But I've been working hard ever since. You know, I had a lot of conversations with Poch, and you know, I came back in slowly at the start, building up, making sure my fitness is right, because you know, I'm 23. I had a few hamstrings injury last year, and it was tough to take, not just physically but mentally as well. Injuries are one of the toughest things to take as a footballer, but it was important that this season I know when I come back and when I was playing that I couldn't act to be 100% ready, because there's no point pushing myself and injuring myself again. So, you know, when I come back, I had to make sure I was ready, and I felt strong. I felt good in every game so far. Obviously, apart from the Liverpool game, that was a bad game for me. But I think if you look at all the other games, I've been performing very well. I believe anyway, and I'm heading in the right direction, which is trying to get back to not where I was maybe 2 years ago, like people say, but I want to be better than that. So, yeah, I feel like I'm playing well. The team's playing well. Just need to make sure we get the results.
John, back here, please.
Dele, I know it's still early and the manager's been here for a week, but have you seen a different approach from him? Is he very different to Maurizio?
Yeah, I think you can see it. You can see the difference in the way they work and maybe the things we do on the training field. But obviously, like you said, it's early days, so it's, you can't really change too much too quick because we can't take that much information in going into the game. So I think over time we'll tell how different it is. But for now, obviously we're just making sure we get the results and working hard, getting used to each other, getting to know each other. But yeah, I think every coaching staff works in different ways. So.
Is there a different feel in the dressing room now as well, now the new manager's come in? It must be quite a strange transition, isn't it?
Yeah, it is strange, but I think it's only natural. Obviously, a lot of us have been working with Richard for a long time, so it's definitely new to a lot of us. And I think, the squad we had and the squad that was built, it was all sort of with young players coming in, and so of course it's a lot of the first time for a lot of us that we've had a change of manager, especially during the season as well. So yeah, I think everyone's just sort of looking to get their head down, work hard, and we know where we should be as a squad of players and as a team. We know the talent we've got in the dressing room, and it's just important that we show everyone. I think this season doesn't reflect how good we are as a squad, and we know that. And that's why I don't think we're too concerned about where we are at the minute, because maybe if we hadn't achieved what we had and everyone could see how good we were, then maybe we would panic. But I think that's the difference. Obviously the results haven't gone our way, but we know when we hit form that's what top side we are. So.
Are you all on your toes a bit more, desperate to impress a new manager?
I think you want to impress, but at the same time, we just want to win games. We've never really not been hungry and, not given 110%. So when you're always giving 110%, sometimes you can't do much more. But I think it's natural to want to impress and, want to get in the team. So.
Two more, we'll go Dave, then Matt down here, please.
Dele, what was your reaction when Jose, on his first day, stood in front of you and said, "You're playing like your brother, not yourself"?
I laughed. It was actually the first thing he said to me. So, it was funny, I thought. But yeah, we've had a few conversations now. That was one of them. There was a few more as well. I don't know if he told anyone, but yeah, no, it was funny. But I'm hoping I can show him who I am. So
it was almost like a little bit of a kind of kick up the backside in a way. He was effectively saying that he doesn't feel that you're on your level.
Yeah, I suppose. But a lot of people have been saying that. So it was nothing new in that sense. But to have it honestly said to your face was, it was nice, because a lot of people would prefer to say it behind your back. So.
You pass the mic over to.
Dele, you started playing football as a kid and achieved some pretty remarkable things very quickly without seeming to have to think about it or any of that. You've just had a couple of dips maybe, you've lost your England place, you've lost your mentor in Maurizio. Are you having to think more about your game and perhaps your life to get the best of yourself now? Or are you still just sort of going on instinct?
No, I think it's all still very natural. I think, if you look at my last season, I can't make excuses for last season. To be honest, I'm tired of trying to as well, because I know in myself it wasn't good enough. But I think, form is, I think I've showed my level from growing up, and even when I was playing at MK and when I come into the Premier League, coming from League One into the Premier League, you have to be mentally strong. And the route I've took, you have to be strong mentally. So I think, nothing's going to stop me from achieving what I want to achieve. And I think that's the main thing. I want to reach my full potential. I know I've had a year of not performing as well as I should have. Picked up a few stupid injuries. And it's tough to take, like I said, but I know where I want to go. I know what I want to achieve as a player. So yeah, I'm just going to keep working hard to make sure I keep getting stronger and stronger.
I just wondered, is there anything you've changed in your approach to the game to try and perhaps unlock what went wrong last season?
Yeah, I think as I'm getting older, obviously my body can't do what it used to as much. So I have to work. I've been working a lot more off the pitch and, in the gym on my hamstrings and things like that, because obviously I picked up a few hamstrings problems. But yeah, I'm looking around everything. Every little 1% can help. When you're young and naive, maybe you don't think that, but as you get a bit older and you learn more, I'm looking to get that little percent from everything I can. I'm still young. I still make mistakes. I'm 23 years old. So yeah, as long as I learn from my mistakes, I think that's the most important thing. Everything you go through in life, even not in football, you know, you have to just, everyone's going to make mistakes. You just have to make sure you learn from them the right way.
Cheers, guys.